Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I will be sharing with you guys what happens during auditions and callbacks. I will be sharing the step-by-step audition and callback process. Before we continue with the video, I would like to introduce myself. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Abby Sulit. I'm a freelance theater actor in the Philippines. So this channel is all about makeup and theater related things, two of the things I'm very passionate about. So if you love makeup and theater, please make sure to subscribe. I would love for you to be part of the family. So let's move on to the actual audition and callback process. I actually divided this video into different parts. So we have before the auditions, the actual audition day, after the auditions, callbacks, and after callbacks. So before the audition day, make sure to check if there is a pre-registration. Sometimes they require you to go to a place where you pre-register, or sometimes you pre-register online. So make sure to check before the actual audition day if there is a pre-registration. Some auditions, for example, like Miss Saigon, if you miss the pre-registration day, you won't be allowed to audition on the audition day itself. So you want to double check if there is a pre-registration day or sign up online. For the audition day itself, there's still a registration process. You'll have to go to the registration table, sign up, get your registration form, fill that out, return it with your audition materials. So that's your resume, your picture, your score, or your USB. After you've given them your audition requirements, they will give you your number. If you're early, then good for you. You're one of the first to audition, meaning you don't have to wait for a long time till you sing. But for example, you see that there's a long line, you can ask the registration table what number is already inside auditioning so that you know if you have time to warm up or to eat. So during the waiting process, my suggestion is to warm up. So do your vocalizations, do your breathing exercises, physically warm up. When it's near your turn, they actually call you to stand by. Take that moment to breathe and relax. When it's your turn, usually the process is, if you have your score, give your pianist your score. Tell your pianist your tempo, and then find your X mark. There's usually an X mark on the floor, or any mark for that matter on the floor. You want to stand on that. If you see that there is no X mark on the floor, make sure to be at least 3 meters away from your panel. That gives them enough space to write down their notes for you. Yes, we write down notes, alright? So you want to be 3 meters away from your panel. Usually, your panel will ask you to introduce yourself and to tell them something about you. So this is something that you can prepare beforehand so you don't get nervous when you're there. And then the panel usually asks the title of your song. If you know you get nervous a lot, practice at home. I have experienced some auditionees who forget the title of their song. So make sure to practice beforehand. Practice your name, something unique about yourself or how your day went, and the title of your song. And then after that, they make you sing. Now you have to understand that sometimes they cut you before your actual end. Don't take it against yourself. You have to understand that the audition panel is just trying to accommodate all the auditionees waiting in line. Alright? So don't hold it against yourself. That's why it's important to choose your 16 to 32 bars well. After the auditions, sometimes the panelists will tell you straight up if they want you to stay for a dance callback or a reading callback or a singing callback. If they don't ask you to stay, then you can just go. They will thank you and they will ask you to leave. So you can thank them, don't forget to thank your pianist if you have one, and then exit. Make sure to get your audition materials like your score or your USB or your phone. Sometimes people forget their USB because they're so excited to finish, they leave in a hurry. Alright, don't forget to get your audition materials. If, for example, the number that was given to you is the property of the theater company, make sure to return it to them. You can give it back to the registration table. If you have questions, you can ask the registration table. Like, for example, the usual questions are, when will the results come out? Okay, you can ask the registration table. You don't have to ask your audition panel. Sometimes the panelists will tell you when the results will be out, but most of the time they don't. So you can ask the registration table. If you know there are dance callbacks on the day itself, warm up. So it's important to wear something that you can move in. Don't wear something that's too tight-fitting or that will limit your movements. If there are reading callbacks, they usually give you the material, so you can practice on your own, or if you find a friend, you can practice with your friend. If there are singing callbacks, listen to the song. Make sure you're familiar with the song that they are making you sing. But sometimes during singing callbacks, they actually don't tell you the song to prepare. Sometimes it's a surprise, so you just have to be ready for these things. If there are no more auditions for that day, you may go. Days after or even weeks after, they release results, either through email or they post it online. But some companies actually don't post the results. Okay, they normally tell the people who got in that they're in, but sometimes they don't tell those who don't get in that they did not get in. Alright, so you have to be aware of what's happening. If you find out there are results already from your friends, check your email. If there are no emails, then I'm sorry, it means you did not get in. Alright? But sometimes also, there are cases wherein they actually call you weeks after to ask if you're still available. This has happened to me. I will not tell you what company, but I actually got a rejection email, and weeks after they asked me if I was still available. So again, this can change. Alright, so after auditions, the results may change. So after the auditions, you'll get an email whether you get in or not. If you do get called back, make sure to prepare for it. There are people who don't know what callbacks are. Callbacks are second auditions. And during callbacks, they're more focused on the show. So they make you sing, they make you dance, or make you read something that's part of the show. This is harder, guys, because this is technically the last auditions before they release the cast. So if, for example, you get called back and they actually email you the music to study, good. Study it in advance. Sometimes they give you all the voices. That has happened to me. They give me SOP 1, SOP 2, Alto 1, Alto 2. You have to study all of them. Okay? Don't limit yourself to just studying SOP 1. Because sometimes during callbacks, they will make you sing something else. Especially if they don't know who you are. Okay? So you want to know all the different parts. So make sure to listen and study the songs. If you're not a dancer and you know you're not a dancer, look for videos online that you can copy. You have to try to copy the dance as fast as you can. Because during callbacks, which I will actually go through in a bit, it's going to be fast. Okay? If they give you a piece to read, memorize it. Okay? You want to come in callbacks very, very prepared. So during the callbacks, there's still a registration table because they have to make sure that the people they called back are there. So make sure to go to the registration table. Sometimes they will give you your number, the same number during auditions, or sometimes a different number. Okay, they don't make you fill out a form anymore. When you get your number, patiently wait, warm up if you want to, but stay near the venue. Do not leave, alright? Some people leave. I don't know why, but they do. Some callbacks would start with the singing part, and then the dance, and then the reading. But this can change, alright? Some may actually do the dance first, and then the singing, and then the reading. Just take note that usually during callbacks, there's music, dance, and reading. So be prepared for that. For singing callbacks, sometimes they make you sing a part of the song that's heavy on harmonizing with other people. So you want to train your ear for that. Again, you can train yourself before the actual callbacks. Take voice coaching, all that, so that your ear is ready for callbacks. Because sometimes there are harmony tests. So you want to be ready for that. If they don't have that, then good. Most of the time, they just make you sing the song that they emailed you. So again, prepare in advance. Dance callbacks are harder though. During dance callbacks, all you can do prior the callbacks is actually just really warm up and make sure that you can try to follow quick choreography. Because during actual dance callbacks, they will teach you a combination, usually 4/8, and they usually teach it very, very fast. Okay, sometimes it's very technical, like they look for technique. So if you know you're not a dancer, you can work on that prior callbacks or prior auditions. But yes, that's what happens during dance callbacks. They will teach you a routine, okay, and then sometimes, I won't say all the time, sometimes they make you do your own dance. Okay, you have an 8 there or 2/8 there to create your own movement. So this is something, again, you can prepare in advance. For reading callbacks, sometimes it's cold reading, meaning you've never seen the script before and they make you read. So if you're worried for stuff like that, you can practice reading scripts that you have at home or just monologues and stuff like that. Okay, so that's what happens during cold readings. Sometimes they make you read one character, sometimes they make you read another character. Okay, but sometimes they actually send you the material to study. So make sure to study the material in advance. So that's what usually happens during callbacks. So you have singing, dancing, and reading. After the callbacks, sometimes they make you stay because the director actually likes seeing the people they called back. Because sometimes they like pairing. If, for example, there are couples in the show, they like seeing them together, they like seeing them beside each other. And sometimes actually in cold readings, you read with another auditionee. Alright, so be ready for that. Don't leave just yet until they thank you for actually attending the callback and telling you to leave. Okay, wait for their go signal to leave. Do not leave. It has happened to me before during an audition wherein one person was called back and she thought the callbacks were done because she was done with her singing part. She missed out the dance callbacks and the reading callbacks, and she was actually very good. So again, you don't want to leave. Make sure you stay until they actually tell you, oh, it's okay, you may go. Usually it takes days or weeks or months before the results actually come out. I actually had an audition wherein the day after callbacks, they released the results. So the results could be released sooner than you think, but sometimes they take a while. Okay, so make sure to always check your email. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you like it. I will see you on my next one. Break a leg. Mahal ko kayo. Bye!